はい、どうも皆さんこんにちは、モンタナマンです。今日もよろしくお願いします。それじゃあ行ってみよう。ラブリー。あちまりかむ、あちまりかむ、あちまりかむ、あちまりかむ。おとらと皆様のおかげで1000人登録超え、トラさんで赤番されて、トラさんで復活するモンタナマンの未来地図チャンネルへようこそ。これが日本政府も掲げているブルービーム計画だね。これ一般公開。こうやってね、宇宙人と会っちゃったりだとか、それとも偽のね、核爆弾映像を見ちゃうとか、そういうことですね。これもね、ブルービーム計画のお披露目。もういろんなところでね、21世紀の未知との遭遇、実体験、近々体験します。でも信じちゃダメです。撮影者も笑っちゃってるよね。もうこれ嘘か本当かわかんないけども、おかしすぎる。それにしても彼の耳、宇宙人っぽくない？
Since the 1800s, over 100 cases of human tails have been reported in medical journals. People with the disease, ichthyosis, have dry, scaly skin. And people with the diseases called syndactyly and ectrodactyly have fused fingers and claw-like hands. But if such anatomical irregularities are a link to our ancient ancestors, as some scientists suggest, could it be that they are not the remnants of a reptilian stage in human development, but instead reveal that humans once commingled with reptilian aliens?
Are you ready for climate lockdowns? What, you think I'm making that up? Avoiding a climate lockdown by the WBCSD, that rolls off the tongue. That stands for the World Business Council for Sustainable Development. 3M, Apple, Bloomberg, BMW, Chevron, BP, Dow, DuPont, Google, IBM, IKEA, Kellogg's, Nestle, Procter & Gamble, it just keeps going. This was published way back in October 2020, so it's not even a new thing. They say in the near future, the world may need to resort to lockdowns again, this time to tackle a climate emergency. Wait, how could the climate create an emergency that we need a lockdown to solve? Who cares? They say under a climate lockdown, governments would limit private vehicle use, ban the consumption of red meat, and impose extreme energy-saving measures. Fossil fuel companies would have to stop drilling. To avoid such a scenario, we have to overhaul economics and do capitalism differently.
Make even more noise for my band.
It's been discovered in the laboratory that intention does have physical effects.
Placebo effect is the fact that a belief that a person has can override their biology. At least 1/3 of all healings has to do with the placebo effect.
Sending an intention that I am better is sending information to the body to correct itself.
When we think positive thoughts, we release certain chemicals into our body. When we think negative thoughts, we release negative chemicals into our body.
We know that our brain is changeable. We know that our bodies are changeable just by thought alone.
1/3 of all healings occurs without anybody doing anything other than having a positive thought.
数日前のサウジアラビアの上空です。これは自然ではありません。
Okay, so here we have the new ATMs here at the UVA Credit Union in Berkmar in Charlottesville, Virginia. Looks like they're made by Hyosung with a thing that looks kind of like the buildings there in Wuhan, China. This looks like a bar to possibly scan your license plate or your vehicle. Down here we have ID card scan, I assume for vaccination cards. Over here we have a palm vein scan, which looks like possible microchips. And so what they're going to do is they're going to require mandatory vaccinations for all Americans and all of your children. And if you do not, comply with them, then they're not going to allow you to have access to your money. They will take your children. You will not have any kind of benefits, but they will give you the option to opt out, to give you free will to make it your own choice.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
さあ、それでは皆さん、また次回をお楽しみにください。それじゃ。